Hey guys, what's up? Madi B here. Thanks for joining me. I want to talk about something really important today. Why haven't you written your book? If you've been procrastinating and delaying on starting your book, then keep watching. What's up, creators? Madi B here. Welcome back to my channel where I share tips and tricks on how to get your message to the masses using media. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to overcome procrastination and how to get your book started right now. Well, when this video is over. So I thought about all of the things that will keep us from starting the book. I know, I'm guilty. I've been there. I've been in your shoes where I was supposed to start my book. I said, okay, I'll start it tomorrow, or I'll start it this weekend. I'll start it on Sunday, because Sunday is really the first day of the week and I have time. I can, really sit down and have quiet time and oh, no, then family time. Okay, then Monday, I'll start Monday. And then something happens on Monday. And then I'm like, okay, I'll start Wednesday for sure. Let's wait till Friday. Friday is the end of the week. During the week is too crazy. Does it sound like you? I get it. So I want to talk about procrastinating. Procrastinating is based out of fear. When my husband brought that to my attention, and told me that procrastination is based out of fear, I thought, wow, it's so true, because we are fearful of something, so we don't initiate the process. We don't start that project. We don't start that task. We don't start doing whatever it is that we need to do that we're procrastinating on. So I wanted to look up the definition of procrastination. Procrastination is the avoidance of doing a task that needs to be accomplished by a certain deadline. It could be further stated as a habitual or intentional delay of starting or finishing a task despite knowing it might have negative consequences. OMG. You know that if you don't pay your bill, if you procrastinate to pay that bill on time, you're going to have a late fee, and you run the risk of, maybe if it's the electric bill, run the risk of having your electricity turned off. Or if it's your car note, you run the risk of maybe getting a repossession if you're 3 months procrastinated. If you don't pay your mortgage on time, if you don't pay your insurance on time, you procrastinate to pay your insurance, your car insurance. Guess what? You're not going to have car insurance and you're going to get your license suspended. And there are negative consequences to procrastinating, guys. So I want to put in perspective as far as when it comes to writing your book. You're procrastinating in writing your book. Why? Because you feel like you've got all the time in the world. It's your book. I mean, you don't have a publisher breathing down your neck telling you this book has to be completed by this date. You're accountable to yourself. So you don't answer to anyone except for you. So you procrastinate. You procrastinate for many reasons. You can be a certain kind of procrastinator too. So I found that there's a couple of different procrastinators. There is an anxious procrastination. You're worried about something. You feel like that if you do it now, something's going to happen. You're not sure what's going to happen. You're anxious that if you do it, right now, so you're going to delay and you're going to wait. You're thinking about it. You don't want to take a risk. You're not sure if you're good enough. You're not sure if anyone's going to like your book. You're not sure that you're going to be able to finish the book. You're not sure how you're going to publish your book. You're not sure if, you know what I'm saying? You have all these anxieties, so you procrastinate. And guess what? Anxiety is based out of fear. Another procrastinator, you're the fun procrastinator. I'll do it next time. I'm going to go party right now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. The fun procrastinator, according to alphaefficiency.com, which I thought was hilarious, recommend you to go on there, see what kind of procrastinator you are. Maybe you'll just get it from watching this video. A fun procrastinator would rather be doing anything except that one dreaded task. After all, there's so many fun and exciting things to do instead. How can you bear to start that boring project? Oh my God. Because let me tell you something. Honestly, when you're writing a book, it's going to take commitment, it's going to take discipline, and it's not always going to be fun. It's not fun to sit down to be isolated while your friends are hanging out, while your family is having a good time, and you're sitting there all alone trying to find out what the next sentence is going to be. And you're overwhelmed. Maybe you have a full-time job, and so you're tired when you get home and you just don't feel the energy. Okay, so you're a fun procrastinator. You'd rather watch Netflix and binge on Netflix all night rather than write your book. Stop the foolishness. What's another procrastinator? Plenty of time. You have plenty of time. Many people find it difficult to start a project when they know the deadline is a long way off. This type of procrastination is clearly visible in students who often struggle to start an essay earlier than a few days before the deadline. Were you one of those students that you waited till the night before the test to actually study? I know I did that too. Not all the time, but there were times that I would do it. Why? Because I forgot to do it, or I procrastinated. I thought something else, what was more important at the time, or whatever the case may be. How to beat that kind of procrastination? You need to put priorities on your assignment. You have to put writing goals and you have to stick to them. Make yourself accountable to somebody. Give someone else the authority to speak into your life to make sure that you are staying on task with what you said you're going to do. If you don't tell anyone to keep you accountable, you'll push your deadline further and further and further out. And before you know it, a year has passed and you didn't finish it, or you didn't even start it. Oh, this is a good one. The perfectionist procrastinator. Everything has to be perfect. It has to be the perfect time. It has to be the perfect place. It has to have be the perfect notebook. You have to have the right tools. Everything has to be in the right place in order for you to start. The initiation process. It's the starting of the project that's going to be pretty hard if you haven't even written one word on a piece of paper. If you've come up with a topic, as I talk about on my YouTube video and I talk about in my course, start with the topic. What do you want to write about? Who do you want to write to? And what is the purpose of your book? If your book does not have a purpose, you're not going to value it. You're not going to be committed to it. It has to have a strong purpose. Myles Munroe says, when the purpose of a thing is unknown, misuse is inevitable. Guess what? If you don't know the purpose of your book, then you're going to abuse the time that it's going to take to finish or start your book. You're not going to really be serious about doing it because you're not committed. You're always making excuses on why you shouldn't start. It's never perfect conditions to start. You'd rather binge on Netflix or go out and party with your friends every weekend instead of closing yourself, getting really serious on what it is that you want to do as far as writing your book. Get in a quiet place. I don't care if you have to go in your closet. Guys, don't make excuses. If you know how to read and write, if you know how to speak, you can write a book. And I show you how. I show you tips and tricks on how to get that done. I show you in my course and on my YouTube video how to get started writing a book. You're going to need to do something in order to complete this task. You have to get laser focused. You're going to have to get serious. Put on some epic, what I find, like when I'm in the mood to write a fiction, I would put on epic music, instrumental music. I can't have someone talking to me while I'm trying to write. So I like to put on epic instrumental music when I'm writing my fiction, my make-believe stuff. Or when I'm writing nonfiction, I like to do a lot of research. So you got to kind of find your niche. I'll listen to instrumental music when I'm writing my book because it gets me inspired. It gets me motivated. Or I'll watch a video that inspires me before I get to start writing. Or I will reread a paragraph that I wrote the day before to get me back in the flow of writing. So you have to kind of find your way through your writing. And one key that will help you to beat procrastination, to get started with your book now so you can get published this year, is get an accountability partner. Get a coach. Join my webinar. Get on my course. Subscribe to my YouTube video. Get yourself engaged and become accountable. Find somebody, a good friend, a spouse, a relative, someone that you trust, and you tell them, listen, I want to write a book and I want to release it by this date. I want you to keep me accountable. Check in on me weekly to see if I've accomplished my weekly goals. Write down your weekly goals. What are your daily goals? If you want to write your book in 90 days or 6 months or a year, whatever your time frame is, don't make it too far out, because then you'll procrastinate. You'll be like the student that waited till the night before to study. You don't want to do that. You want to make yourself accountable. So make it, 6 months out. Let's say you want to publish a book in, my class is 3 months. So let's say we're going to publish a book in 3 months. That's 12 weeks. That's 90 days. So if you tell your accountability partner, hey, I'm going to I want to finish my book in 90 days. Every week, I need you to check in on me to make sure that I'm staying on task. Done. And that person, as long as you know that they're going to continue to keep you accountable, you'll get it done. Think of it like this. If, God forbid, you were given a diagnosis that you only had 3 months to live, and you knew that you needed to put this story, let's say your story or your knowledge or whatever it is that you want to write about, you wanted to get it done before you left this earth, how serious would you be about getting it done? How serious would you be about making your book leave an impact on the lives of the reader? Why do you want to write the book? Do you want to expand your business? Do you want to share your testimony? Do you want to share your life story? Do you want to share your skill set, your wisdom, your profound revelation, whatever it is that you want to share? Think of it as if, woe is me if I don't get this done. Like the world is going to end if I don't get this word out there. Who is waiting for you to publish your book? Who's waiting for you to get your message out there? Whose life will be impacted by you releasing your book? And whose life is not going to be impacted because you haven't done it yet? So I want to encourage you, get out of that rut, join my course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you stay connected with an accountability partner. I would love to work with you, so send me an email or subscribe to my channel or subscribe to my upcoming course. I am launching my 7-day book writing challenge, and I'm doing it for you because I want to help you get your message to the masses using media, book publishing media in particular. So I look forward to working with you. Mari B signing out. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to get more tips and tricks on how to get your message to the masses using media.